We're going to discuss Wemby non-autographs, the Baseball Hall of Fame, top players to invest in, top sets that are coming down the pipeline, and we're going to give away some cards. But first, the intro. Guys, it is awesome to be back. I have missed the last 2 Fridays. I've been traveling, so we haven't had a weekly recap. I hope you enjoyed the pre-scheduled video that I made in advance and hopefully had fun having something to watch in the replacement of the weekly recap. But today we're going to talk through some sports card news and headlines, and we're going to start with the CardLines newsletter. I usually don't use the newsletter as a source for these weekly recaps, but I sent this afternoon. I thought it was kind of a crazy story. These Wemby No Autographs, we have multiple reports of these Wemby No Autograph cards popping up, and they were inserted in Donruss hobby boxes from 23-24 Donruss football. So I don't know if this is Panini's way of getting back at Wemby for not signing. They're trying to call attention to that. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense because it seems like most of the time they've been sweeping the fact that he didn't sign with them under the rug, asking a lot of money for the 2023-24 sets while not featuring him on the box art or on the boxes as the featured athletes, etc. I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. My guess is it's just a quality control accident, but either way, imagine if you pull a card expecting it to be a hit and your hit for the box is a Wemby No Autograph card. And again, we send out 2 newsletters a week. They have all kinds of good stuff and you need to subscribe and check them out. You just go to cardlines.com to do that. For stories, we published 10 to 12 stories this week. We're going to look at a few this week just as featured, and we want to start by looking at the Baseball Hall of Fame voting results. So for the Baseball Hall of Fame to get inducted, you have to get over 75% of all ballot votes, and only 3 athletes pulled that off this year. They were Beltran, Todd Helton, and Joe Mauer. I don't know baseball, but I've distantly heard of those names. So these guys all made it in with 76, 95%, and 79.7. So then these guys will be off the ballot for next year, opening up potential for Billy Wagner and Gary Sheffield. He had 63.9% of the votes this year. And for the 3 that made it this year, we just published top investing articles for all 3 of them. So they're featured on the CardLines stories page right now at the very top, very recent articles. Mike really cranked these out. Now the 582 Montgomery Club is open for enrollment as of a couple days ago. This club's been around since 2018, and last year it was changed quite a bit, leaving collectors wondering if it was worth the price. This year the price remains the same, but the registration has changed a little bit. Collectors who sign up have early access to 2 additional releases more than last year, including 5 different sports, a Formula 1 release, a UEFA Men's Club Competitions release, and more. You also get a 20-card sign-up for the $199 price tag. If you're an existing member, it only costs $149, so you can pay now, and your first year's membership is going to be a little bit more steep. If you're a member, you get access to these exclusive drops early. Let me move it so my face is not in the way. Historically speaking, this is a membership that has generally under-promised and over-delivered, so there might be a little bit more bang for your buck than it sounds like, but just in general, this is not anything super attractive that the collecting community is just lining up to sign up for, but if you're interested, give this article a read and subscribe. We also looked at the rookie cards of Jackson Chourio and Junior Caminero. So Chourio just signed with the Brewers for $1 bazillion, and by a bazillion I mean 82, with 2 more at 25 million. And while he hasn't made his major league debut yet, he's already been on about 1,800 cards basically, and we counted down his top 10 cards that you can invest in right now, including his first Bowman, which is going to round out number 1, the 2022 Bowman Chrome Prospects Chourio card right there. If you're looking for autographs, he has a few autograph sets as well. The 2002 Bowman Chrome has a Chourio auto. And I guess this is just, I don't know that he has autograph inserts in 22 Bowman Chrome Prospects, because this is an on-card PSA thing. But if you want to get a autograph of him, here's 3 cards to consider. Same thing here with Junior, counting down his top cards. He's a little bit older than Chourio, I think, but they're both young future prospects. And the number 1 with him was 2023 Bowman Chrome Prospects. Just the base card, the Sapphire. Do something that makes sense with your budget. This base card is going to be cheaper than the Sapphire card. Obviously, this one just has a lower pop, but whatever makes sense with your budget. For comparison, here's the different population reports and recent sales for each one of them. And then we basically did the same thing with somebody who's more of a household name now, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai has been a CardLines darling. Last year I predicted he was going to be the most improved player, saying that he was going to make it into the top 10 in MVP voting, and he actually finished in the top 5. This year we called him a sleeper MVP pick, and hey, he's in the top 3. So Shai has, like I said, he's been a friend of CardLines for a long time. Don't know if it's a two-way friendship, but we definitely love some Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Made quite a bit of money on him. And we counted down his top cards. So I want to reveal what comes after this. So go to the article below and be sure to give it a read if you want to make some money on Shai. And then finally, we looked at 3 different releases. So Leafs 2023 Pro Set Metal Football is a classic refreshment. Last year it came out and it wasn't super popular, so this year they decided that they're going to really focus on the autographs. And they have some big name signers. Anthony Richardson signing, CJ Stroud is signing, and I'm not 100% sure. He must have signed these before he signed the exclusive deal, and now they're releasing them. So here's a CJ Stroud Pro Set autograph. It's not a bad looking card. It's not him in his college jersey. It's clearly him in his Texans jersey, despite the Photoshop logo removal. So people might like this card. I can see it demanding quite a bit of money. Right now, for autographs, his best autograph, or his best like widely collectible autographs, probably is 2021 first Bowman auto, because he has not done any signing with Panini, basically. Leaf stuff's not the most attractive, but there's some nice signings for this card, and it's a respectable brand. They have some good cards, and a few Leaf cards can be worth quite a bit of money. Stadium Club came out. I covered this art in November, I think, so I'm not going to dive too much into it. It's been delayed, so pretty late. It's supposed to come out in October. It got pushed back to this week. Hobby boxes of 16 packs with 2 autographs. They were pre-ordering for 110. I think they're selling for about 130 bucks now. But it's a very photo-driven set. Good looking cards, full screen, full bleed pictures. There's no borders on most of them. They do have chrome parallels and refractors and short prints. That makes it a pretty attractive set. And it's just a classic. This is a staple in baseball cards. Never super big money cards, but it is a classic set. And lastly, 23-24 Prizm Basketball is out, and we have been doing some breaks on CardLines breaks, so go to and watch this video right here to get a first look at what the cards look like. We're still waiting on the hobby boxes to come out, but this article is going to talk you through everything you need to know about this year's Prizm, which most notably does not have Wemby autographs. It's going to be probably his best licensed card in his Spurs jersey, but if you want an autograph, again, you're going to have to go to Topps for a Bowman product or something of that nature. And then finally, we give away a box of cards every week. So this week, our lucky winner is Cowboy Wes. I messaged him and said, give me an email. So Cowboy Wes, if you see this, please reach out. I think he subscribed like 2 weeks ago, so the welcome present. You won real fast. Good job. Lucky man. Thanks for watching this video. Come back Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of next week for long-form videos. And of course, we're going to be dropping shorts on our YouTube feed even more often than that. Watch another video.